There's no way to read all of these before GRL. I give up. Welcome to a special GRL installment of the Witty Hour. The Witty Hour, in case you haven't seen the Witty Hour, which I don't think there's anyone left in the world that hasn't, but we'll pretend like there is. Anyway, the Witty Hour, it's not really an hour, is the hour where I convince you to buy all of my books. In case you haven't seen me, I am the author of The Shattered Door and the Myth series, Submerging Inferno, Rising Frenzy, and Clashing Tempest. That's right. Depending on who you listen to on Goodreads, they're really, really good. Or really, really not. For the two of you that have actually seen the Witty Hour, you've already seen this part. But for the rest of you, I thought you might want to see where I write my books. This is my makeshift coffee station because I'm a special ed teacher and I write books, among other things, and don't have much money, so my own coffee. Typically, there's a window here looking to the outdoors, but I ain't trying to sell you the outdoors. Shattered Door, remember? Yeah, and others. So anyway, this is the place I've set for about 95% of the last 3 books I've written. Currently, thanks to Panda, I now have Princess Sparkle, something, and Rainbow Dash to watch over me. I may like little ponies a little bit. So, this is where, when you read all of my books, they were written. I will tell you, when GRL happens, I will have 2 new books coming out. One of my own called Then the Stars Fall. It's a contemporary novel standalone, it's not a series, about a 40-year-old-ish man whose wife died of cancer, and there's a new vet in town, and maybe some romance happens. Maybe. There's also, just for you GRL people, a little erotica thing that some other authors and I have popped up with. Popped up with? Well, you read it and you might have some popping up of your own. But anyway, you will be hearing all about that. Authors gone wild, behaving badly, doing all sorts of dirty things at a writing convention. You're gonna love it. I am Judith P. Solt, and I am here once again to give you a warning from God. I have been alerted by one of my listeners about a conference happening in Chicago in October. The GRL conference. It sounds simple, sounds innocent maybe, but it is not. It stands for Gay Romance something. Gay romance. As if the homosexual knows anything about romance. Let me show you one of their pamphlets. An innocent-looking boy named Aaron, written by a J.P. Barnaby. You might think this book was written by one of the homosexuals. But no. And herein is my warning to you. J.P. Barnaby is a woman writing about the homosexual agenda. Trash she is writing for gay men. Or so I thought. And then I did a little more research and was led by the Lord to discover that most gay romance is written by women. Straight women. Sure, there might be a bisexual in there somewhere, but women. Women. The only thing I can make out of this is that women, having a softer heart and the kinder disposition sent from God, are trying to help the homosexual. Let us turn to the Word. To Romans 1:27. Women, do not take pity on these men. In the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed indecent acts with other men, and received in themselves the due penalty for their perversions. Women, quit trying to save these gay men. Quit writing books for them. They will not love you. They will turn on you. Do not cast your pearls before swine, women. Let us turn to the word one more time. This time, Genesis 19:17. It, of course, is the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Basically, a gay bathhouse in the Bible. A whole city of it. God saved Lot, his wife, and their daughters. And this is what was said to them on the way out. And this, women, is my advice for you when you get to the GRL conference. As soon as they had brought them out, one of them said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the plains. Get on a plane. Flee to the mountains, or you'll be swept away." Women, don't look back. Flee. Flee the GRL conference. Flee the gays. They will hurt you. They will eat you. They'll buy you good shoes, but they will hurt you. If you fail to heed my warning, if you fail to heed God's warning, you will be turned just like Lot's wife to salt. Do you want to be turned to salt, ladies? This is what comes from the homosexual agenda. How good will your shoes look then? Flee from GRL. Well, hello. I'm Artie Fry, here with a special GRL installment of Meanie Say What. I am here to tell you about one of the best authors in the MM world, Mr. Brandon Witt. You know... What? No. You know what? I just can't do it. I can't lie. They paid me more to fly over from England this time, but I just can't. Mr. Witt is one of the most insufferable authors you will ever hear of. Horrible. But let me tell you, that Judith P. Salt woman, oh, the things she could do. Anyway, got lost right there. Anyway, I'm here to review Mr. Witt's books. Fine. Mr. Witt's wonderful books. Today we'll be reviewing Rising Frenzy, Book 2 in Mr. Witt's Men of Myth series. The review comes from Amazon, from Alex. Alex says, the second book of the Men of Myth series has the same weaknesses as the first. A plot that's going nowhere. A protagonist that are mind-numbingly whiny and make stupid decisions for no discernible reasons. Just like the author. I've met him. The only thing rising is my Oh, rising. I see what you did there, Alex. Nice job. Very nice. The only thing rising is my frustration with the still boring cities. Still boring? Oh, stillborn. Stillborn cities. Well, yes. Take it from Alex, ladies and gentlemen. There will be lots of other authors at GRL, ones that actually write decent books. Even if they are about, you know, poofs and all those kind of queer things. Don't waste your time on Mr. Witt. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Witt. Author extraordinaire. Or whatever. Anyway, Charlotte and I will be renting the penthouse at the GRL conference. Should you want to, you know, come on up. We'd love to hear from you. Hear from you. Yes. Anyway, until Chicago, this has been another episode of Meanie Say What. It is now time for the most important section of the Witty Hour. The part where we give back and search for world peace. In so doing, we are keeping GRL in mind. And let's face it, we're not always preparing for a big gay writing book convention, and sometimes, just sometimes, we're not quite prepared, and we may have overindulged, and we might be feeling a little fat. Well, to help you with that, just in case you're needing to figure out how to wear some slutty costume at GRL, #gayboyproblems, I thought I would help you out. And I have a friend to help me too. Duncan, come here! Come here! Yes, oh, come here. Oh. This is my big boy, Duncan. Say hi. Oh, yes. He is one of the stars of Then the Stars Fall. But Duncan and his daddy have put on a little weight. As you can see, we're both a little fluffy. So, we will show you how to prepare and get skinny and beautiful for GRL. All you need to do is get a haircut. You're instantly slim and trim-ish. And even if you're not, all the attention will be up here, or here, possibly here. But, thanks for your help, yes. Now, you can be thin and beautiful and confident in a matter of 15 minutes or 6 hours. That was a long time. But anyway, we will see you, well, I'll see you, looking beautiful at GRL, and you can read about Duncan and Dolan and Then the Stars Fall. Until next time, don't forget to create a better world through world peace and skinny bodies through haircuts. Thanks for spending the hour that's not really an hour with us. Hopefully you've learned why you should flee GRL if you're a straight woman, and already convinced you to, well, probably have already bought all of my books on your Kindle already, just from his recommendations. Either way, can't wait to see all of you at GRL, and happy reading. We love you. Duncan and Dolan say bye. Yeah, sometimes they say